Hello, everyone. I did it slightly different this time just to spite you. Welcome to another episode of Famous-ish, the podcast. I'm Alice.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
I'm Wayne.
And I'm Camdyn.
Cam, you try your hello, everyone. Let's see how.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, you're even more Mrs. Doubtfire than I am.
Oh, she was just...
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
That's
She sounds
right.
like somebody from a kid's show.
Yes.
Hello.
This is episode 19 of the podcast. That
19 of these?
we have been doing this for 19 weeks.
Oh my god.
That is basically like
That's
4 or 5 months.
It's like marriage. We've done 19 episodes, but it feels like 1,000.
Wait a minute. I thought it just feels like nothing. It feels like just the day we started.
I'm just kidding. I'm very happy to be married. What I'm just saying is, like, it does feel like we've done more episodes. We should do...
It does.
Maybe get 2 a week.
2 a week. We might have to start, or we'll have, we're going to have some more podcasts because we're going to have the Patreon podcast. And I think I have an idea for you that we should throw out there. I'll have to talk to you about it.
So we've done this for the whole summer, basically.
We have done it for the whole summer. And thank you, Camdyn, for joining us. And thank you, Camdyn. Since you were added to the roster, you've been a huge part of the podcast.
It's way better.
Exactly.
The viewers have gone up.
This is a family podcast. This is a family thing. This is our family one.
At the beginning, I had friends that were like, you need Camdyn.
I mean, you do.
She's like, she's part of your
You and I are a separate thing, but together we're a trio. We're the Three Musketeers, the Three Amigos, what else is three?
Three Musketeers, you said?
Three Stooges.
Three Amigos.
Three Stooges, yeah.
Three Stooges.
Yeah, we're that. I mean, everything is better in
Three
threes.
Caballeros.
Even when they say, like, decorating your house, you only put things in threes because it's more visually pleasing.
Yeah.
So that's
True.
us. But yeah, time. Time is a real interesting concept, isn't it?
Very
The
interesting
way
concept.
time goes, the way time flows. I've been thinking about a lot. This is what Camden's looking at me because
What is this podcast
I'm
right now?
almost 40.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about time and the passage of time and everything like
so
that.
strange. You were like, hi, everyone. Time.
What?
Well, okay, so
Time is a
backstory.
She's turning 40.
thing.
I'm turning 40.
This happens when you turn 40. I've
An
turned 40
existential
already.
crisis?
And trust me, you start to
But I think it's
deep
heightened.
think about things.
So existential
Because
crisis.
we have been looking for a very important document that we can't find in this house. So we have literally grabbed out every box of paper, every box of everything in our house.
Yeah.
And I came across my old things. From literally when I was a baby to when I was in college. My mom saved everything. I obviously saved stuff too. Ticket stubs and cards and notes from exes and best friends and everything. And it's made me kind of contemplative.
Contemplative.
Contemplative. Nostalgic.
Yes, nostalgic and kind of like thinking, wow, this seems like forever ago. And, we're reading things that I was the same age as Camdyn is now. It's just bizarre.
Well, look at
Kind of
Camdyn.
blown my
It's
mind.
like, it is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
And she's 16, going on 17. And I see new pictures of her, and I'm like, dude, it feels like that was like 3 days ago.
Exactly.
Like a week ago.
Like Camdyn is getting her learner's permit. I found my old learner's permit.
Oh,
and my
wow.
first driver's license.
Your high school diploma.
Yeah, found that. I found, here, I'm going to let you guess, because I found movie stubs from the 90s, the mid-90s. So I'm going to name off these movies. They're very 90s movies. Let's see. My Girl.
So this is something you saw at the movie theater.
I saw My Girl at the theater. And why does it say...
Did you cry?
I don't know if I cried. I saw it at 2:00 p.m.
She felt bad for Kevin
on
McAllister.
April 5th. I don't know whatever year that was. So My Girl, that's an old movie. Cam, have you seen that one?
My Girl 1 and 2 are going to be on Netflix this month.
Okay, so we can watch it. My Girl.
I've not seen it.
I enjoy My Girl. I liked My Girl
Is it a
too. I
classic
really had a
90s
crush on the
movie?
guy in My Girl too.
It's a classic.
That's
It's
crazy.
a
I had a thing
classic.
for Anna Klumsky.
Really?
But I was like, what?
I like the
10?
one guy who's also in the other Terminator
11.
movie. Let's see. Okay, Waterworld. The only time I ever saw Waterworld was in the movie theater.
Your then boyfriend must have made you go see that.
I don't think I was old enough to date anyone then.
That was one of the worst movies I have ever seen.
I did not go with a boyfriend.
I could not get through it. I don't think I saw it at the movie theater. I might have, actually.
Guess how much a junior ticket to Waterworld cost in, I don't know what year this was. I saw it on August 17th. Doesn't have a year on there. But guess how much a junior ticket?
$5.
Cam, you have a guess? A movie ticket? No.
$2.
$3.34.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What are
that
they
must have
now,
been
like
a
11?
student. Maybe if you were a student ticket.
1995.
1995. So
Waterworld was 1995.
I had just turned 14 when I saw Waterworld.
You were like in 8th grade? Freshman.
Oh, this one. Okay, French Kiss. Do you remember that movie, Meg
Yes.
Ryan? It wasn't a good movie. I actually think I fell asleep during
Was
this
that
movie.
Alec Baldwin? No, that...
Oh, what's his name? Tim Robbins, maybe? Who is it? What year did French Kiss come out,
Did
babe?
you say Meg Ryan?
Yeah, Meg Ryan.
I remember it.
This must have been later because my ticket
it was,
cost much
I
more.
remember now. It was Kevin Kline
Kevin Kline.
from A Fish Called Wanda.
Okay. What year was French Kiss?
Meg Ryan, 1995, same year.
Same year?
as
How come my
Waterworld.
ticket was $5.01? Oh, it was because it was night.
You went
It
to
was
the movies.
$5.01 at 9:20 p.m. Wow, then. I was not quite 14 there. Okay.
You know what I saw in 1991
What?
with my mother, which was kind of a interesting time because she was just going through boyfriends.
Okay.
You know, random guys at the house.
I doubt she was just going through random guys. Anyways, but
Going
that at this point, what you
through.
perceived at that age, she was
Bringing
getting on.
home
Okay.
random
okay.
boyfriends. She just didn't like anybody.
Okay,
you know,
so
she
what was
picky.
the movie?
The movie was Sleeping with the Enemy
What?
with Julia Roberts.
So what year was this?
1991.
So you weren't even 10, or you were just 10?
I was very young, but I definitely remember that movie.
See, I never saw
And I
movies
remember
like that.
that, like, it was, you know, not that long after my dad left.
Huh.
So, you know, she was, of course, doing her thing.
All right, I got one for Lion King. What year was Lion King?
You're lying.
Yeah, Lion King at 6:50 p.m.
That was
on
that was a
June
while
28th.
ago.
It cost me $3.34 Tuesday. It must have been a certain special day, Tuesday.
I wish I would have saw that Lion King instead of the new crappy one we watched. 1994.
94, so I was younger. Okay, and here's
Best
the last
movie that
one.
came out in 1994.
What?
There's a bomb on the bus, and you can't go over
Speed?
50 miles an hour. Speed!
Rated R. I wasn't allowed to see it.
It was one of the first rated R movies I saw, but it was like one of the ones my parents approved. See, that was not that much later. That was
Is
3
Pulp
years
Fiction
later.
the
Sleeping with the
first?
Enemy.
Yeah.
Rated R movie.
Pulp Fiction, the first rated R movie you saw? I
Pulp
don't
Fiction
know. Yeah,
was
you went hard.
1994.
You went big and went hard.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction was
I
the
remember
first.
this, Camdyn. Funniest, okay, and also Serial Mom. But Pulp Fiction was one of the movies. It was like really, you know, they were all about Blockbuster Video. What's the most popular movie? My parents were out just completely appalled. Like, my mom was just like, horrible, worst movie ever. I can't believe that people are saying this is the best movie. She was
like
freaking out,
a
and I
little
was
bit
like,
like
I've
me.
got to see this movie. And then when I did see it, I can
You
understand
loved it.
now.
I mean, it's very violent and a lot of swear words.
But my
Oh, it's
mother is
horrible.
also very, you know, religious.
Yeah, I
something
get that.
sometime to remember
I mean,
kind of
it's
movie.
horrible. If you don't like gore, it's beyond horrible.
And Serial Mom, she thought it was going to be just this funny, quirky comedy, and it's about Kathleen
That's
Turner
funny.
literally being
That
a
is
serial
funny.
killer, killing people. Great movie,
I had two more. I
but
can't
it was
find
just so
this
funny.
other
Same
one.
thing.
One was
my
Ace
God!
Ventura. I had my stub for Ace Ventura, but it must have fallen behind the dresser.
Yeah, the one?
Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah, first Ace Ventura.
I-
But this might be the most 90s movie ever.
I saw Ace Ventura at the theater.
You did?
My brother
we
was
could have
there.
been seeing it at the exact same time in different states.
Crazy sauce.
That's pretty crazy. Did you see this one, babe? Hackers.
I've seen Hackers.
Did you see it
but
at
I
the
definitely did
theater?
not see it at the movie theater.
I saw it at the
With
theater.
Angelina Jolie with short hair.
Yeah, Hackers. What a Cam, you got to watch it. That's just a 90s
Really?
movie.
That's a good movie. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun
yeah,
movie.
It's a fun movie.
It's a good movie.
Anyway, so these
Did
things.
you see Titanic at the theater?
I did see Titanic at the movie theater. My mom just reminded me that when we went and saw Titanic.
Oh, that's right. We both laughed when Jack died.
Okay, I feel like this
Spoiler.
is no, like spoiler alert.
Oh my
What's
God!
the
If
thing-
you haven't seen Titanic yet, I apologize.
What's the thing called where you misremember something? It's like the Mandela effect.
That's,
You think something.
Yeah, Mandela
Grace
effect
and I
is
both
everyone.
swore that when we saw the Titanic, I might have mentioned this in another podcast, I don't know, or told you this, that when he falls, like she's holding his hand and she says never let go or whatever, and then he like goes to his death, she like pushes them away and she like yells for help, that like his hand like is so frozen it breaks off and
It
then he
breaks
falls
off
to the
and
ground.
falls into the water.
Is that
and you can't help but laugh a little bit.
No, but I'm saying, is that actually? I don't think that actually
I don't
happened.
think it actually broke.
No, I don't think that happened, but that's what I remember happening.
But I remember it breaking too.
Do you remember that also?
Yeah, that's the weird part. We talked about this. I remember the hand breaking.
This is a weird Mandela
But I'm
effect
pretty
thing.
sure if you YouTube that clip, his hand does not break.
Exactly.
It literally, I can almost see it going in the water. But I remember it breaking for some weird reason. We just wanted it to break.
No, but that's weird.
We wanted it to break.
I mean, why would we want it to break?
And by the way, Rose, there was plenty of room on that damn door.
There was, but I feel
You
like I kind of laughed. My
evil.
sister and I both laughed or said like, like that was a weird thing to happen.
It just shows what kind of people we were back then. I mean,
No, I don't think.
the
No,
boat-
it wasn't like a laugh like that's funny. It was kind of like an uncomfortable like, why did they do that type?
no, the boat when
Did
the
anyone
boat
else on
went
the internet
upside
have that
down
thing, Camdyn?
and
Are you
everybody
looking it
was
up?
falling off the boat and hitting their head on the thing, and people were just flying around. That was
Yes.
I was like, what the heck is
were
going on?
you laughing at that?
I giggled a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
babe. No.
No.
Anyways,
I'm not the
curious
only
what
one.
else-
Trust me.
No.
Trust me.
No.
I got sad when I saw like the Frozen baby.
Yes, I
You
mean
know.
Titanic. I
And Celine
enjoyed the
Dion
movie.
pulled your heartstrings,
Yes.
but that was about it.
Yeah.
That was a
anyways.
genius concept if you think about it.
What was?
James Cameron to like I don't know if he wrote it, but to like make a love story on of that tragedy. That was genius concept.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, but anyways, I remember it that way. Camden's going to be looking it up. I don't know if Camden's ever seen Titanic.
She's never seen Titanic. It's about 8 hours long, so
It's very
make sure
long.
You have a good night.
If you checked out the movie at the movie theater, or if you bought the movie, it came on 2 VHSs.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
2 VHSs, man, those were the days.
Yeah, those were
You'd
the
have to
days.
stop watching The Godfather to watch the next half of it. Scarface, Godfather, Titanic. There were a lot of. Schindler's List was double VHS too.
Cam, what are you reading up on?
She's watching the scene, maybe?
I know that. I'm saying, does anyone else on the internet think it did, or remembered it that way?
I remember
Everyone in
it
the
breaking.
comments is just freaking out about how sad it is.
Oh. Okay, well, who knows?
It's a little weird, but I remember it
It
breaking
was a little
too.
weird, but
I
maybe
do.
it was just
I
thing.
remember it breaking.
There was also a thing. I remember a movie. My sister and I saw Crossroads in the theater, which is Britney Spears' movie because I love Britney Spears. But we feel like there was a part in the movie where she had like a nip slip.
I still haven't seen that.
No, but this was like we originally saw it when it like first released.
I think I read something about that.
Did you actually? Did it actually happen?
I think I read something
because
about
by
that.
the time we got the movie, because I owned the movie on VHS when it came out, it was not in there. I'm going to have to look that up because I remember Grace and I were both like, "Wait, what?" And then never again heard anything about it.
You have to look that up. Crossroads nip slip.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways,
And I
so
remember
time. Yeah, what a concept.
did you see Crossroads at the theater?
I did see Crossroads at the theater.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Sleepover movie.
No, not a sleepover movie. I saw it at the movie theater with my sister. Just
I mean, the
Grace.
movie's about a sleepover, isn't it?
No,
Or whatever.
it's about a road trip.
About a road trip.
Yes,
That makes sense.
to go for a singing competition and finding a mother. I think her mother.
I don't remember a lot of the movies I saw. If you would have on those ticket stubs, would you have remembered that? Those
That
movies
I
that
think
you've
if I
seen?
would have, I don't know. I would have remembered going to them, but not like
Did you see
huge
Toy
memories.
Story?
Like did I see Toy Story in the theater? I believe we saw all the Disney ones and all that.
Amazing.
Those up there.
1991, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I didn't see Adventure.
I didn't
that was
see
probably too young for me. Like I was probably too young when Adventure came out. But Bogus Journey, I did see at the theater.
Yeah.
And the theater was different for me because my brother was in the Air Force and he worked at a military movie theater. So there were a lot of movies like that we got to just go see
Oh, that's
for
pretty
free.
fun. We
And
didn't have
big
all
old
the movies.
trash bags. I'm talking trash bags
Yeah.
full of popcorn
Wow.
to take home.
Wow.
Child's Play 2. I
Camden?
remember.
Did you find anything?
No.
No. Okay. See, it's just who knows. Like these are things I remember from back then. Who knows? Memories are strange. Time is strange. This has been me being existential, looking through my old things. Anyways, that's my story. I'm almost 40. You guys have to listen to me now.
Go back to the 90s again one episode because, man, I'm starting to think of like all those things.
Yeah, we can have
Cassette
Didn't you
singles. There's so much.
already do that?
We've already done 90 episodes, but this is what old people do, Camden. We retell the same stories over and over and over again.
And I will tell you about that time
I'm
when I
almost
broke my
40,
hip.
so you have to put up with it as my birthday
I was listening
present.
to hip hop,
Yeah.
Is there agreement?
and it went pop.
Verbal agreement?
Agreement.
Agreement. She's in agreement, guys.
What is the most movie, the Camden movie? What is it like?
What's
one that you
the
remember
most
the most?
movie Camden
What's the movie you remember
movie?
the most from the movie theater that we went to?
I have to think about a movie.
Okay.
I remember, didn't I go to see Jurassic Park with Dad in 3D?
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a
awesome.
Not
good
only was it Jurassic Park, it was a 3D
daddy-daughter date.
Jurassic
Yeah, it
Park.
was.
Daddy-daughter
His
day.
mom's too sick for
I
3D
saw it
right?
in regular D.
She wasn't
Normal
with us.
dimension.
Yeah, she wouldn't watch the 3D.
I can't do 3D, but
So
I
does
love
it make
Jurassic
you,
Park.
like,
Regular
motion
D.
sick?
2D.
My eyes go like different ways almost. Like
Yeah.
my focal length, I think, is different per each eye. So when I wear the 3D glasses, I kind of either see double vision or I
Don't
have
give
to
me a
like.
headache.
It does. That's why I fell asleep in that one 3D movie, and you're giving me crap for it.
Pirates.
Makes your eyes very tired. It's something called, I don't know what it's called.
I thought you
But
also
I-
didn't
In
like
my
that
opinion, they're
Pirates
overrated
movie.
anyway.
The
I,
Mermaid?
you
3D
know,
movies
I
are
think
highly
it might have been
overrated.
attached to more so the circumstance, though.
I'd rather watch one at the IMAX. Not 3D.
Anyways.
Just big screen.
I've never watched that.
But so Jurassic Park. So you remember that was one of your favorite movie for a long time after that.
was cool.
I think it's an amazing movie.
It is an
I just
amazing
can't
movie.
think of a favorite movie anymore.
Guess how many times I saw Jurassic Park in the theater as a child?
5.
12.
Yes, 5 times. Camden listens to me.
Yo, no,
Wow,
I don't.
that's a lot.
You don't listen to me. I remember
As a
it,
You
child.
never told
as
me
a child.
that.
I remember it came out and they were doing in my town. This was a pretty big deal. They were doing a special Thursday screening, like at 9:00. Which we live in a very small town, so like the day before it actually is released, screening was very rare. So we were sitting around, I think, at Dairy Queen. We had just finished up our family meal, and my mom decided that she was going to take my older sister and me to this Jurassic Park. It was a school night.
Oh, wow.
9:00 on a school night, we got to see Jurassic Park basically as soon as anyone in our town could.
It's like over 2 hours, isn't it?
It's about 2 hours, I think.
Till you got home at like 11.
Yeah, so we got home, probably before midnight. The next day, though, it was one of my best friend's birthdays, so Friday, and she had a sleepover. It was a planned thing. She had a sleepover party on Friday night. Guess what we did on that sleepover party?
Watch Jurassic Park.
We went to the theater and watched Jurassic Park. So I saw Jurassic Park twice
in a
in
row.
the first 2 days of its
No
opening,
wonder
and I
you love
loved
Jurassic
it.
Park.
I loved it.
You talk about Jurassic Park every time movies get brought up.
I do love Jurassic Park.
It's amazing.
It has such an
it's
impact
amazing.
on me.
The
Like,
first movie is like the best, like one of the best
Yeah.
movies.
It's a good
It's
movie.
so good, and I remember feeling like such a boss by being like one of the first. I was like in 6th grade, so being a 6th grader, one of the first people who had seen the movie. No one else knew. They were all thinking about going to see it this week, and I'm like, oh yeah, I already saw it. It's amazing. The only cool thing about me in middle school is that I
I've
saw
watched
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
Pretty
Park
much.
before you.
Pretty much. Looking
Didn't
through those
we?
old pictures, I was not cool in middle school.
We auditioned for Jurassic Park at IKEA. We should put that on our
Oh, yeah.
IGTV.
Yeah.
You did an excellent
good acting right
Jurassic
there.
Park parody. I mean, it is top notch. I'm not kidding. I love it.
I
love
love
it.
it too.
It is good.
The editing's
video?
really good too.
Yes, that video.
I'm gonna put it on my.
I will love
IGTV.
it, and this is something that I can watch. Or Camden, like Camden's memory. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. I call it a paper trail. Like my paper trail of my old letters and my old whatever from friends. It's gonna be a lot different for you.
What do you mean?
Like in middle school and
You
high
have
school, we
screenshots
passed notes.
I'm gonna
And
have
wrote
screenshots
letters.
Of text.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
no
gonna
more
be
passing
like,
notes.
I'm gonna be 40 and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I dated that guy in 3rd grade.
I mean, yeah, like my summer boyfriend that I met at like camp, we only have letters. I mean, and there were phone calls, but like you had to have a long distance calling card to talk to them on the phone. So mainly we have letters.
I'm just gonna have tons and tons of screenshots.
If
of
you
my
have
literal
them, or
life.
like it's going to be crazy. You have all these videos. Or these videos that you've made with Dad instead of, the family
Yeah.
pictures all the time.
Yeah, that's
You have
crazy.
these videos.
That's really weird to think about.
Very different. The
Photo
archival
albums.
quality of all this stuff is so different.
Freaking photo albums with
Yes,
the
the
plastic
photos.
behind them. Going through photo albums as a kid.
And the evolution of cameras, just when I went from like very, young to older, like I remember on field trips or whatever taking my camera and then later taking the disposable. Man, when those disposable disposable cameras
Yeah,
came
I'm just
out,
thinking about that.
those were a life changer.
Yeah.
You know, you get sent on your little camp and you have your disposable camera. Do you remember the sound?
You would give them the whole camera? Isn't that in the
Yeah, and then
end?
when you get it developed, you give them the whole camera. You don't get a camera.
Yeah.
But you take your disposable camera. Do you remember the sound it made when you charge up the flash on the disposable camera?
Sort of.
I can hear it in my head right now. You had to hold down the flash button for a certain amount of time till the little flashlight came on to charge it up, and it would be like, and you know it was charged up, and the light came on, and then the flash.
I think I know what sound you're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just seems like it's amazing what memories can just come flooding back to you when you have like a trigger in front of you to help you recall. It's bizarre. This is my old lady self talking, going through some crisis, but it's all right. It's okay. Anyways, we've been home for almost a week. How's it been going for you guys?
Good.
Well, okay, Wayne.
I was looking for a disposable camera sound effect.
Yeah, I can picture in my head the
Is that the-
and then the click, and then you twisted
Disposable
that little
camera
thing.
wind?
Yeah, you winded.
That one?
Is that what it is?
No, I'm thinking of the
Wow.
flash charge.
Flash charge.
But I do remember.
Well, the wind is a
click, and then you had to wind to get to the next.
Oh man, now I'm starting to remember it more.
Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy. They sell them now. People start using them now. Kind of as a novelty. People like to make fun of the olden day novelty stuff. You know, it's like nostalgia.
What was the question?
Yeah.
I just said, how's your week been going? We've been home about a week now.
It's been going good. I'm still getting used to it.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie. I miss Boston
I
or
do too.
Massachusetts. It was kind of fun. Yeah.
It was different, and
Just
now
the
being back
kiddos.
home, it's really been difficult to get back on a schedule
That's
and a
exactly-
normal
that's what
life,
it is.
and
It's
Worked
just,
out today.
thinking about plans. Yeah, trying to get back into the workout schedule, the normal eating schedule, the normal sleep schedule. The cats are clingy, to say the least.
Opie's very clingy.
Very, very, very clingy. And I haven't heard Opie so vocal in my entire life.
Yeah, he was
Crazy.
basically a mute cat for many years.
Yeah.
Until the pandemic.
And like, now
Yeah.
he's very, well, he just realized that when he meows, he gets what he wants.
Well, it gets
As far as
loving.
treats are concerned and getting let in the door and all
But he
that.
was
Maybe he's
literally,
taking
like,
notes from Meowthy.
Screaming. The door was like cracked too, like this door. And he was in the hallway by the bathroom, and I heard meowing from my room. Like loud, whiny meowing, so I thought it was Alfie.
Aw.
And I walked over, and it was Opie going, meow,
Yeah.
meow.
We are so happy to be back with the cats.
Yeah, he literally
though.
just needed to push it open with his head.
These cats, you can't imagine life without them, I'll tell you that much.
Definitely not.
We did have some interesting occurrences over the last week. So things are starting, everyone in Camdyn's friend group is vaccinated now. Her age group is vaccinated, that she knows at least. And Camdyn, over the course of the pandemic, had been catching up with friends from middle school and friends from pre-pandemic era, and had planned out an overnight with two of these friends.
Yeah.
So, Cam, tell me about these friends. Like, what level of friendship were you perceived, like, on? Kind of like we're in classes, we're kind of in a friend group, we joke around about stuff. What? Like group chats or?
Group chat. So both of these people were in my middle school 8th grade television program.
So, like, your group
So like we
then
brought
in
them like
8th
the
grade.
news and whatever. Yeah. So like we had a really close friend group in 8th grade, and we started a group like that again, and then we went in the Discord, and for some reason, I don't know why specifically only those two and those two.
Yeah, basically.
But those two were like, hey,
Let's hang out.
Yeah.
It's been forever. Let's have fun. And you thought it was comfortable and you were having fun laughing with these people and enjoying your time.
Yeah.
And so then you decided, when I get back from Boston, let's have a sleepover, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
So you planned your sleepover at our house.
Yeah.
Saturday, I guess it was. And,
It's kind of pushed to be our house.
well, because you wanted it to happen and people were like, I can't do it here, I can't do it here.
I don't know if I was the one who brought it up.
So they just wanted to come to our house.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I guess.
Camdyn is a naive person, so let's just put that out there. Naive and possibly not the best judge of character. She's working on it
Well, only one of those people I could have judged character.
beforehand. Okay, so these girls show up at our house. Wayne and I retreat. We're just decided we're going to watch Burn Notice and eat snacks and just chill out, literally, in the coldest room in our house, in the bedroom.
I enjoyed that night.
Yeah, we were chilling. We had our own little,
Yeah, we had our thing
sleepover.
going. No judging.
Yeah, no judging. And then Camden, we left Camden, they're 16. They're 16-year-olds. We left them to do their own thing. We brought mac and cheese and popcorn and snacks and pizza and all sorts of stuff. So we let them to do their own thing because that's what you want to do when you're a teenager, right? You want to be left alone by your parents.
Pizza.
Yeah. So Camden, when did it start? How did it start? When did it start to go bad?
Well, actually, I guess the first thing was one of them saw I was wearing makeup and was like, "Why are you wearing makeup? We're at a sleepover." I was like, I always wear makeup.
I mean, this wasn't like late at night. This was like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You'd gone live and you'd done other stuff or whatever, right? You have your normal life where you do things.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the theme of the night. Is why is this? Why is that? Why is this? Okay, so they instantly, the one girl came in instantly, like, why are you wearing makeup?
Yep. That was
Okay.
I think that was the first thing she said to me.
The first thing she said, thanks for having me.
Nope. I don't remember that.
Okay, so what
Possibly.
next? What next?
I don't know. Wanted to see Opie.
Okay, they wanted to see the cats. You said they were all right with the cats.
Yeah.
The cats did well, but you said as the night went on, and I feel so bad for Camden, because Camden, I want you to know right now, if you're ever with someone you feel uncomfortable, whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl, whether it's whatever, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, you can tell us. We will not judge you. If you're uncomfortable in a situation, you shouldn't have to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Okay, and you, because you were polite, and you even said, because I've said to you, be polite to people, you thought that I would want you to be polite and just wait it out. But
yeah.
Cam, these are 16-year-olds. You do not have to be around people being mean to you for no reason. Okay?
Yeah.
So as the night went on, Camden said, okay, we've told you guys. We've told everyone on the podcast. We've told literally everyone on the internet. We do not have a large house. Right?
Yeah.
We're quite modest people. Mm-hmm. Really.
I'm very happy with this.
I love our minimalistic style.
Yeah, we have minimalistic style. We have a different style.
If you
guess.
Google us, we have $30
story.
million.
One story house.
I'm very happy with 1,200 square feet.
Yes, 1,200 square
of
foot
a house.
home, one story,
And just having a lot of money.
Yes, these girls came in. I didn't know these girls were like this.
It's not true.
I didn't either.
Exactly. These girls said, why do you have an electric stove? Basically, like, ooh, that's gross. Like, right? Isn't that what you said they said? Like, that's
why do you have an
gross.
electric stove? Why electric? That's weird.
That's weird.
I would never have gas.
I mean, we like having electric stove. I grew
Ever.
up with electric.
No
It's
matter
fine if
what.
you have gas, though. I have read
Gas scares
that
me.
the gas is better for cooking thing is like a purported thing basically put in place by the natural gas companies. And electric is better for the environment, just so you know.
It's also another bill.
Yes, exactly.
And I've seen way too many freaking movies where people leave the gas on and the house explodes.
So these are 16-year-old
Alright.
girls ranking on an electric stove.
Yeah.
Okay, here are the other things Camden said. This is the next day. This is the next day after they left, and I could tell Camden was upset. You know,
me
she
too.
wasn't like crying, but
I could
she
tell
was
she
just
was
like,
upset during it.
I was emotionally
I wish I would have
exhausted.
seen
Because
it.
you
I
never
hid
really
out
left the
because I
bedroom.
don't like interacting with people, and
But I would go out there to go do stuff and talk to him and grab some stuff, and I could see Cameron was just not like having a
I
good
wish you would
time.
have told me.
I didn't know 100%.
I
That's
know,
why I didn't
I
say
get
anything.
it.
But
I
you
get
kind of
it.
just
But
like, ugh, I'm
the
over
next
it.
day after they left, I go, so how'd it go? What's going on? And she told me all these things, and I could not believe it.
Yeah.
So one of the other things was, what did they ask you about the bathrooms, Camden?
The bathroom. So they were like, "You only have one bathroom in your house," and then I was like, "Oh no, my parents have one." And then they were like, "Why is it so far away?" And I was joking, like, "This is a small house. You can get from like the kitchen to my room in 10 seconds." And they were like, "Yeah, but like it could be closer. Like you could move it over there." And like point
Where the
to
hell do
like-
you want it to
Why
be?
don't you just move your bathroom?
I was like,
You want our
Do
bathroom
you
to be next to
understand-
our kitchen?
Do you understand how much it costs to move a freaking bathroom?
Yeah, that's number one.
You have got to be kidding me. Who raised these children? Where are your parents?
Like, it looks like they were just like trying to harp on you for
This is what I
anything.
think. Okay, at this point,
that- come on.
I'm starting to think this is an coordinated effort by mean girls. These are mean girls. They might not look like the stereotypical mean girls, and they might be the girls that, hate on those type of girls, but they are the mean girls. They are the meanest of girls. They took advantage of your niceness and came here and ripped on us and our home. And I told Camdyn if she would told them, I would have politely asked them to leave at that point in time. Because why would I invite someone to my home, feed them, we got back from vacation, we cleaned up our house, got all the cat hair around. I like the way our home is decorated. And they came here and ranked on it? Like, who does that?
Uh-huh. Everything.
Everything. What else was it?
Everything.
Like, why don't these have handles? How do you even open these cupboards?
we have the push open.
Yeah, the push open IKEA cabinets.
The nice ones look minimalistic and nice without the freaking ugly handles. And they were like, why don't these have handles? How do you even,
Did they make fun of the carpet?
No.
Ottoman?
Yes, they made fun of the ottoman.
Dude, the ottoman's dope.
I like the ottoman. It's sold out on Target's website, so don't come for me. Other people liked it, too.
They were like, why is it like that? What is this?
You're lucky you didn't say any of this to Alice's
You are lucky you didn't say it to me, because I like my things, and actually, I do take offense to it.
I like our house, too.
And
I took offense to it. This is the aesthetic I like.
I know.
Minimalistic, kind of like some color. It's very nice.
They said so many times, your house looks so much bigger on FaceTime, or your house looks so much bigger on the internet.
I get that
our
a
house,
lot,
we have high ceilings in the house, which is the best thing. I could never go back to having low ceilings ever. But
I usually do. I do the video in 3 rooms.
Yeah,
so how does our house
rooms.
look bigger?
We have 3 rooms. How does it look big?
In the backyard.
Yeah. What else was it?
I don't know.
You said there were so many things.
There were.
The
tables,
they hated on
the chairs.
our
my
table.
Chair,
they asked why our table was
keyboard.
so small. How could we ever eat there? And it slightly wobbled, and they hated on it.
I forgot. They
How
hated on the
eat at
fact
the
that I had a
table.
curved monitor.
They hated on the fact that you had a curved monitor.
And they didn't exactly hate to my face, but they were like, I have a double monitor. And I was like, uh-huh.
Yeah, they're like, why do you have a gaming
like,
computer?
it's so
You don't
convenient.
even game.
He's been like, I have a personality.
Yeah, you go get one of those. I'll tell you one thing I have you don't.
Man, Camdyn, I wish that I had my mental
I do too.
capacity now when I was your age.
No,
because
I've
I was
said
the
that to Camdyn
same
numerous
way.
Times. I go, man, I'd be a
was very,
savage. I said this to her when she
sure.
was getting bullied in 7th grade. I go, I would have been a savage.
Going through high school again would be so fun right now. So fun!
The high bed, the fact that there are too many lights.
The fact that your bed was too high. The fact that you had too many pillows on your bed.
Yeah, too many pillows.
Too many lights?
Too many lights.
Did they hate on my plants?
No.
Oh my god. I felt very, very
I don't like them.
I mean, really, it's insane.
They might have mentioned something.
Mention
They probably did.
They might have mentioned
but
my plants.
it wasn't straight up mean. It might have been
why are there so many
there are
plants?
lots of plants.
They just look like they were looking for
And
excuses
that's what I think.
to
It was a
put somebody else
coordinated
down.
mean girl effort by
Because,
girls.
let's
with
gang up on
egos
Camdyn
the
because
scene.
she's too nice.
Hater.
Which should give you an idea right now to stop being too nice.
Yeah.
I wish to God I would not have been as nice as I was my whole life.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah, Camdyn, what is your takeaway? So there's more things. What were the other things?
They hated on my chair. They hated on the closet being small. They hated on
your closet being. We know it's small.
Yeah.
Okay, so they hated on.
They were like, "How do you have so many clothes?" And then I pointed to under the bed and the place under my TV, and they're like, "Oh, that makes sense."
They hated on the soda selection.
Oh, they did. Even though there were more.
Even though there were more.
There were
and you
options.
asked them before they came, is there any types of drinks you guys would like to have around? We have only diet soda. No one drinks it. And they're like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, but I believe that you had asked if they wanted something, particular, regular soda.
Exactly.
Because when people come over,
We
we always
do.
ask that
Always.
because
Your
we have a certain
ex-boyfriend,
thing.
We always got Sprite because that's what
You
we
want
like.
a certain kind of chips?
When you broke up with him and he never came over again, we had Sprite in the cabinet for months that we
and
finally
sweet
trashed.
freaking tea.
Yes, we had these things. This is what we do, and we're very over.
So I blame them for that.
Friends.
I'm just saying.
what else did they hate on? Oh, the one girl knocked over your Diet Pepsi.
That was
What did she
weird.
say?
I can't process.
Okay, so tell this story.
I must have been half asleep, maybe irritable.
No, you were over it.
I don't know. I'm really confused. So I was like half asleep, probably, and then like this girl, she's like, Camdyn. I'm like, and she's like, I knocked over your stupid Pepsi. More like why was it there? Like that kind of attitude, and I was like, oh, okay. I'll clean it up in the morning. And then she was like, no, it's away. And I was like,
how dare you put your soda in the way of my arm? I knocked it down.
I probably would
These are
have
mean
freaked out.
girls. These people are mean girls, and they're masquerading as allies for girls. They're the build each other up, build girls up.
the ones with the
And,
kind.
the things on their story. Girls, feminism.
I'm really.
And then they do this to you. They come here expecting, I don't know what they've thought of our lives, what we've put on the internet. If they've listened to anything about us, they know we are not, they know you lost your job last year. They know this is what you do for a living, and they know we live in a small home. But I don't know what their impression of
Why are you cutting
They
me
hated
down?
on my social media.
Oh, that's the one thing.
That was the thing that I was like, I need to write now.
The girl as she left, the girl who left to go to her babysitting job after the sleepover was hating on Camdyn's social media job she has, saying it's worthless.
They both were. Both of them.
Both of them were. But I was thinking, how much is this girl making babysitting that she thinks she can hold a candle to what you're doing?
Yeah, like, why didn't you say that? That's the first thing I would have said was,
No, because
okay, I make as
she
much
thinks
as you
because
do.
she's going to college
in an hour.
that it's magic and she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. I felt so bad for you, Camdyn. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And if you were ever in an uncomfortable situation, no matter the time of night, we will save you.
I feel bad for you, but at the same time, I hope you learned.
Gabe saved me.
I hope that you learned that this isn't going to stop. There's always going to be people like this. Trust me. Especially even when you get older and you're getting into business. People just care about themselves. That's just the way it is. Not everybody, but you just have to know,
I know. It's just unfortunate because for some reason...
You got to fight, man.
I don't know. They came in combative. They came in trying to tear you down, and they came in trying to tear us down. It's different. We've had all these comments from internet trolls. You've had the comments on your things. Why is your bed so high? You've had the comments on why do you have so many pillows? You've had the comments on your floor really needs to be redone. Why does it look so crappy?
Why are you always on the phone? Why do you always drink Pepsi?
That reminds me. They called the chair every chair in our living room uncomfortable. But also there was
vintage and sustainable. Get a life.
I think I don't know. I never noticed this. Oh, they also pointed out that the door scratched the floor.
Yeah. When we do get the house.
This concerns me. What?
I don't understand.
When we do get the house with the water slide and the basketball court, they're not allowed to come over.
They are not allowed in this house ever again.
Oh, no.
All right.
If you are listening to this podcast, you are not allowed in this home ever again. It's one thing for an internet troll to say these things. And like I said, internet comments don't bug me. I could care less what an internet person has to say about our house.
These are people I've known for...
But these are people we invited into our home.
It's not just that. I've known them.
And yes, you've known them since middle school.
3 years. I've known them for 3 years at least.
What?
This is kind of people they really are.
I thought,
yes, their true colors have shown.
Yes.
I would blast it to the rooftops to anyone who is a mutual friend, but Camdyn is too kind, and she will not do that. But if I had mutual friends with these people, I would straight up say, well, if you enjoy being judged, then you can have these people in your home. But they are rich snobs and literally forgot how to act around people over the last year. Because who goes into a house and acts that way in anyone else's home? Who does that? I don't know. That's going to lead us into our next one, our next segment. This is the perfect segue because we have asked you guys, what are the worst, rudest, weirdest things guests have done in your house? And I think probably up to date, till now, this is probably the rudest anyone has been to Camdyn in her own home.
Yeah.
I have my story that I've always had that I'll share in a little bit, but do you have any good ones?
I got some good ones.
Okay, let's share some good ones, and then I'll share my traumatic story. interacting with human story, which I actually don't enjoy.
Traumatic story.
Wait, he
Traumatic.
had some?
Yeah, Wayne also put it on his story, so you've got a bunch.
Oh, I have.
Share some good ones.
You mean my own? Or like the
No, I'm
ones
just saying
that-
share some you got, and then we can share ours.
Uh,
Because I've been doing a lot of talking. I'm going to let you talk. I'm kind of raged. I got to get my blood pressure down a little bit, my heart rate. If I was wearing my Apple Watch right now, I'd be like, are you okay? Are you exercising?
Are you breathing?
Is everything
Breathe!
fine?
Zachary's wife, 12513, tried telling me to put my dog outside because their dog was scared of him. Even though my dog was not even, you know what I mean? Like,
No, the ones
People who
Seriously.
come
gave me
into
are
their house
bad.
and act like that they own the house.
I think
Ones
I've had that
people
happen.
gave me are horrible.
Okay, well then maybe Camdyn won't need to tell hers.
Hmm?
Do you have a funny one?
Well, I mean, they're kind of funny, but they're really like if this happened.
I don't know.
This is from Gabe. Gabe just
Okay.
said this. I have never heard this story.
Okay.
Gabe said they put a cupcake in his pool filter, then got him in trouble for inviting girls over when they were home alone.
Oh my gosh. I could see that happening.
Losers.
That type of stuff happens in high school.
Yeah, they just like.
They were
Why?
trying to throw a party at his house and get him in trouble.
What?
And the cupcake in the pool filter, what a nightmare for his mom. I'm sorry, Gabe's mom. That sounds terrible.
That's bad.
How about this one? My roommates had a party, and when I woke up at 5 in the morning, someone had ripped off our toilet seat, and it was on the floor. I could see stuff like that happening. Someone coming to your house,
What is
breaking
that on?
something, and then trying to hide it. That was on Reddit.
They must not have had a blanket.
Oh my god.
A blanket?
Oh.
Wait, what?
He thought,
I don't get it.
He's
Oh,
they're
to
talking
use
about
as...
yeah, the sleepover
Ah.
thing.
I get it.
You get it?
This is
You have a
interesting.
sleepover and you don't have a blanket, you use anything that
That's
you can
true.
find.
That's true.
From a rug to a poster.
Mark Elmorin says, "Kid that I always fought with destroyed my door, runs away, and then I threw him in a trash can."
Wait, whoa, this sounds like... I've only seen this stuff in the movies.
I'm really confused.
Okay, so the guy he fights with rips off his door. Okay, and then he chases him? Is that what he said?
It says, and runs away, and then he throws him in the trash can.
He throws the bully in the trash can?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, this is the revenge we need.
As you should.
Was it bulk day? Okay.
BB Han 73. BB!
BB!
Someone punched a hole in their half bathroom wall while arguing with their girlfriend.
Oh no. Oh no. This is just why I don't interact with people. I really don't.
Redmond Son 3. Someone took a shit in their closet.
Ew!
Someone says,
These,
Yeah,
I,
right.
I
This is
guarantee you
worse.
alcohol is involved in every one of
There
these
must have
parties.
been
Yes,
involved.
I guarantee
these
you.
Must have
say,
been involved.
these must have been all alcohol. This one says shit in a vase on the balcony because the toilet was occupied.
Man, really, people aren't on a schedule here. I'm sorry. Come on, guys, get on this schedule.
What is up?
What is up? I think it's all alcohol related.
Jovino Bunny. They opened all the kitchen cupboards and drawers and spat in the cooking oil.
What?
Like, what the heck
What?
is wrong with people?
Oh my gosh, everyone is too trusting of who they let in their homes. Who would do this?
I like, when I was roommates with Perry, and Perry listens to
Yeah.
this, I believe, there were some weird things, like we
I
do to
can
each
see
other
that
when you fall
household having
asleep.
some weird things.
Like these fall asleep trying to get mustard
Yeah.
in their mouth things. This was like ongoing. I was afraid to fall asleep sometimes at my roommate's house, but
Okay.
that was about it. We weren't bad people. We were
No.
just pranky.
Well,
know.
and when drugs or alcohol is involved, anything can happen, right? People lose their sense of everything.
Especially alcohol. This is true.
Camden,
I-
don't say it if
I-
it's not appropriate.
It's, I mean, Fuad Herbst says, my buddy tried to sneak a fart in my face and he rudely pooped his pants.
Oh no! Oh no! Rudely.
Wow.
I mean, at least he got some sort of
I'm-
consequences for his actions.
I
right?
don't know what.
That's how you get
It
pink
was
eye.
the
That's how you
worst.
get pink eye, people. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just if you love your friends, even a little bit. I get it's a prank, but no.
No.
Just no. Oh, babe, do you know my horror? You know my horror story. let's talk about my horror story. My
Yeah.
guest in the house horror story.
Okay.
Okay.
I know exactly.
You know who it is? It's your in-laws. Your aunt and her new husband.
Is it a
So
something that scurries in the kitchen?
Yes, so Camdyn, when you were less than a year old, Wayne was working close. He didn't have a sales job, but he was working at a job. He got told that his aunt and her new husband would need to come stay with us. But I don't know how early you got told, but you did not tell me till the day before.
I didn't know until the day before.
You didn't know until the day
I
before?
did not get any kind of, like, that's how my family is.
Okay.
It was probably like 2 days or maybe even a day before.
It was the day before. It was the day before. I'm dealing with a less than 1 year old. You're working during the day.
I would have told you as soon as I heard about it. So it was as soon as I heard about it.
Okay, so
the
I
day
remember
before.
you told me, and it was like the day before, not early in the morning.
We were too nice back then, by the way. Because, like, nowadays, I'm sorry, family. If anybody was like, "Oh, we're coming to Vegas, can we stay with you?" Be like, "No, I can't.
This is not
we're
a 20.
under construction."
I was 24 probably at the time, and you were 24 at the time, or 23 maybe even. But these are not 20-year-olds coming to crash on your couch. These are 45, 50-year-olds coming to crash in your house. Right. Okay, so the whole day then, the next day before they get there, clean the house really well. Because it obviously probably was a disaster with toys, and we had cats and all this stuff. We bought an air mattress, and we got our sheets set up. We got that set up in the living room. That was the room we had them in.
With the fold-out couch.
No, we didn't. We had an air mattress.
Really?
We didn't have a fold-out couch. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they came. We picked them up at the airport. Do you remember the first night they come? They get to our house, and we're meeting them. Wayne has never met his new uncle and hadn't seen his aunt in a long time, right?
Yeah.
So they talk about they're in town for a tattoo convention. And within the first 15 minutes, the uncle goes, "Oh, I just got a new tattoo. It's so awesome. You want to see my new tattoo?" And before we could even say anything, rips down his pants. Literally pulls down his pants.
Tidy whities.
Yeah, tidy whities are not white. They
Not
weren't white, but they
boxers.
were briefs. And shows us his upper inner thigh tattoo. Just whips off his pants in the middle of our living room. Like, is that bizarre or what?
That should have given you an indication.
That
right
should
there.
have been like, I was, because
There's
I'm already
something
sleep-deprived
strange
mom
here.
at that point. Like, this is weird. And then
What did the aunt?
Nothing. No one thought anything weird about it, except for maybe us. We thought it was weird. They didn't think it was strange. Then we ordered pizza, and like we finished eating pizza and stuff. And after we ate pizza, do you remember what he did? He asked for a broom.
Yes, for a broom, yeah.
And whatever to clean up the house. He didn't think the house was clean enough.
He's OCD, apparently.
Yes, I know that.
Like super OCD.
But when you work on, like, I had been cleaning the house, all day before, getting it ready, doing all these things, and then someone asks, for a broom and whatever so they can start sweeping up your house.
The male version of your friends.
I mean, it's crazy, right?
I was like, what?
Okay, so this whole, however many days this was a nightmare. The next day, I had to drive him to this convention, which we don't live near the Strip or the convention area, and you have to take multiple freeways. This day, where I had to take him there, an oil rig overturned on the freeway, and we were stuck in traffic trying to get him to this convention for over an hour. I was stuck in the car with this guy.
Was just you and him?
I think it was me. I think you
poor
were
thing.
at work. You were at work.
Yeah.
You had work this whole time.
Yeah.
You were at work. It was him, his wife, and Camdyn in the back seat in her car seat.
Oh, man.
And we were stuck driving there.
Oh, man.
And then he acted like it was my fault that I didn't know how long it was going to take to get there, when it was a literal oil spill on the freeway. Chemical spill on the freeway. I was over it at this point, babe, and it was like you were very lucky that...
They woke up at, like, lunchtime.
Yes.
But demanded breakfast.
Yes.
Like, they wanted breakfast food.
Yes.
Even though they woke up at lunchtime.
Yeah, so
Would've been
we
a
had
lot
to
easier.
go... Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
And they made you drive around the Red Rock and fell asleep.
Yeah, okay, so this is the thing. So Wayne was still working at this point. Wayne had you remember that? You had a conference thing you had to go through for the day?
Yeah.
In Arizona. So you flew to Phoenix or whatever in the morning.
Oh, this was Fletcher Music Days.
Yes, and you were gone till nighttime.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I entertaining these people all day long? So I go, okay, well, we're going to have to go pick up Wayne at the airport later today. They did sleep in very long that day. But I go, okay, how about we go? They said, let's go to the Red Rock. They wanted to go to Red Rock Canyon recreation area. And so we all pile in the car. We drive out there. It's not like super close to our house, but we get started on the scenic drive to the Red Rock. They fell asleep within 30 seconds of the scenic drive, which takes about 30 minutes of the scenic drive. And so it was just, there was no point for me doing this. It was literally just a waste of gas.
So you were just stuck driving the scenic
I was just driving, because it's a one-way
by yourself.
scenic drive. I was driving. Camdyn's in the back. I have 2 grown adults snoring away in the car.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And driving the whole scenic drive of Red Rock. And then then I took that back way to the airport. Then I just sat in that airport parking lot waiting for you to get out, basically just like probably blinking back tears.
Okay, but this is something that I remember more than anything.
Okay.
Marie Callender's. We went to Marie Callender's, and I've never seen a grown man act like a 5-year-old, but we went to Marie Callender's, and he wanted a turkey pot pie.
Yes, so Marie Callender's known for their pot pies. We got in there, sat down, ordered drinks. Came around to time to order. What happened, Wayne?
He was like, okay, yeah, they have the best turkey pot pies. You got to try them. They were out of turkey pot pies.
Yeah, they had chicken pot pies.
We said, okay, we can get chicken. He was like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
And he literally just said, I'm not going to eat anything, and you guys go ahead. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation?
He was literally arms crossed.
So we just left.
Baby.
We paid for the drinks and we left.
And left.
Or maybe they even gave us the
I don't even know if we paid for the drinks.
But it was embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It's like, come on. You can't act like that.
I don't want to.
There's a million things at Marie Callender's.
Oh.
It's
that
like
was my
those people
nightmare.
that don't get their way and then they just throw a fit.
You didn't kick them out?
This was when I was very young, with a newborn baby.
She was a lot more tolerant.
I
couldn't see you doing that now.
Oh, no.
I see you flipping out the
Absolutely
first
not.
day. Get out of my house!
Like, the idea that it was your family, I was fairly new. We didn't even know each other that long. I had met very little of your family.
Yeah.
And also just being overwhelmed probably with a toddler or young child. I was busy, and I didn't know to speak out. I didn't know whatever. If I would have said something, it was probably still at that point where I would have been crying the second I said something, because I was so emotional already just from everything in life. But yeah, nowadays, abso-friggin-lutely not. No way, Jose.
Well,
You're out
that's
of
how
here.
I felt when you were like,
Take an Uber.
Them out.
What? That's why you have to come get me to kick them out.
That would never would have happened, though, at all, ever, nowadays. Like, I swear, if anybody... My own mother asked to stay with us, and I was just like, But I mean, not just because we didn't want, I love you, Mom, but our house is not like ready for that.
I mean,
It's really small, and Camden's bed is way too high
and there's
for
just
guests.
too many pillows.
And there's just and the decor is just
exactly no.
So you wouldn't want to stay here anyway.
But this is what we've realized. I honestly at this point had only lived in Las Vegas for a little over a year. Not very long. We didn't realize that it is so dang cheap to stay somewhere in Las Vegas. They could have stayed right by their convention, and it would have been cheap.
Well, they did.
Easy. They moved.
They
there
left
after
literally
the
next
first,
day.
No, it was like
they
were like 2 or 3 nights at our house, and then they went to the hotel.
And then they left. Yeah.
But they were at the hotel for like 2 nights.
Yeah, we didn't know.
But they should have just stayed at the hotel the whole time.
We didn't know anything about anything. When we first moved into our house, we went to go look for food. And I literally drove right by a grocery store and spent tons of money at a gas station.
We were clueless. We were young.
Because I had no idea. Like, we were young.
But babe, you know what the most disturbing thing is? And I mean, it's a good thing, but that is the only guy I have seen in his underwear since I've met you. Other than you. That's gross.
That's awesome.
I mean, awesome, but also gross. No.
That is gross, and that should have never happened.
That should never happen.
But I'm glad.
We know better now. All right, what else you got? What are the other horror stories from these people? Can't anyone beat this? Just randomly someone dropping trow, someone 30 years older than you dropping their pants in front of you.
I remember just some craziness.
That's a
Yeah,
bizarro world.
There was just some craziness. That whole thing was just
insane.
wow.
Yeah. Okay, this is a funny one I read online. Okay, these people got back from vacation or whatever, and then they noticed that they started using their food gradually over the next few months, and then every soup can they opened had been opened and was moldy. Like, they're like, why are these randomly open soup cans in our house?
What?
Yes. So it turned out their house sitter from a few months ago had, wanted to get them some food because they were allowed to get food. And the type of can opener these people had was one of those can openers that, goes around the side, not instead of the ones you turn. The one where the whole top pops off. It doesn't look like it's open until you go like that. And so she had opened a whole bunch of cans thinking they weren't getting open because she didn't know how to use the can opener and just putting them back in the cupboard. So then they realized it months later that these cans were... told them, and she's like, I didn't know. I just didn't realize they were open. Finally, it came out to light. I thought that was pretty funny. That's an innocent mistake.
That
funny
is funny.
one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Instead of malicious intent or weirdness.
Dylan D2OV2
Hey, Dylan.
says a contractor came to give a quote for repairs and lied about what needed to be done.
Oh, this is
Fucking
why I
mechanic.
trust no one.
It's really scary to think about. Like, if someone comes to your house, tells you, it's just like, you never know. If you're not in that profession, you really don't know what to believe.
This is why you need to have a family where someone is good at all this stuff. A handyman, a mechanic, a dentist, a doctor, a lawyer. You got to have one of each. We don't have them.
I wish it was like The Sims and I could just read a book.
That's what we've mentioned.
Read a book and be like, and fly a
Yes,
helicopter.
exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Go
that's just
to
not how
space.
it works.
Read one
If
short
I bang on the
chapter.
toilet long enough, it'll start working.
Yeah.
Hey, that could be a funny thing.
Just start hitting it with a hammer and just
Yeah, exactly.
perfectly fine.
Yeah. Nick sent creatives. Sat on my cat's seat. This sounds like something your friends would do. And complained about the cat fur. Sat on the cat's seat
People who don't
and
have
complained
animals
about the
don't
cat
realize.
fur.
They did complain about the cat hair.
This is the
We
thing.
have cats.
We have cats, and I've vacuumed. This, I take offense because I vacuumed and cleaned every corner of the house the morning before they came. But we have cats, and so there is going to be cat hair. But come on, people. These people must have housekeeping, cleaning ladies. Not that you shouldn't get that if you can afford it, but you shouldn't look down on people who can't have these luxuries. I can rail about these girls all day long.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The one also did try to do my dishes. Do the dishes.
Try to do the dishes.
Incorrectly.
Incorrectly
Did I
did the
tell
dishes.
you about that? Incorrectly. The dishes were dirty. Like, they thought we had a self...
Well,
washing.
supposedly all dishwashers you can put stuff in dirty. I don't believe it one bit.
Yeah, what the heck was that?
I know,
Seriously.
but this is the thing. Some people
Did you see?
They just put the
Was there
stuff in
tons
there
of-
with, like, macaroni and cheese still
like
stuck
an
to
actual
it. Like,
spoonful
that's
of
not how it
macaroni and
works.
cheese. I know, but this is supposedly. I almost can't falter because supposedly you're supposed to be able to put dishes in the dishwasher with food on them. That
Okay,
is-
but that's
Never in my
so
life
weird.
have
I.
Also,
Never.
she got on us for not having washing dishes gloves.
washing dishes gloves. What do you need for washing dishes gloves? I don't get it.
Tries
Put
to
them
do,
in the sink.
No, I know,
trying
but
to
like,
do the dishes
do you
and-
put on? I mean, I'm sure some people wear dishwashing gloves every
but
single
like,
time.
got on me like, why don't you have gloves? Don't you have gloves? Like what?
These people.
What, the
I'm sorry.
Got on
1940s
us. They
homemaker?
got on us for those. I don't know what they
My
were. but there
1940s
were, like,
homemaker?
cute
I'm the one that
colored
does the dishes.
strainers in there. Like there were little mini ones.
Yeah.
They were like, why do you have these? What are these for? Huh?
Oh my word.
What are you gonna use these for?
What the most judgmental people in
Why
the
didn't you
entire
tell them
world.
to shut up and, like, kiss your ass?
Yeah, Kim, you are
like,
allowed to
literally,
say,
like, I'm
"Shut
just
the
hearing
F
these
up,"
things.
when someone just won't
And,
stop.
I mean, the first time I would have just been like, shut the hell up.
yeah.
Or
I
leave.
had to
Like,
rant
seriously, you're
today.
annoying me. Just
I
shut
know,
the hell
and
up.
Camdyn was able to, after a while,
And they would have been
got
like,
on a FaceTime
what?
call with other friends, and
The problem
and
is people
rant,
like this
but-
will continue
Yes.
and continue until you tell them to shut the hell up.
yes.
That's just, you have to. Otherwise, it's just going to be forever.
Because also now they see you as an easy target.
That's how bullies and people
and they
like
will
this
try
how
it
they
with
are.
other people.
It's got them shut the hell up.
But Camdyn, you do need to call them out. If you have mutual friends, they need to know. They can judge for themselves if you just tell them what happened, right? You're not telling any misinformation. You're just literally saying they judged every single thing in my home.
Not okay.
So
Yeah.
unless you have the desire to be judged for your material possessions and things that whatever.
Remember, and it was the first time I felt this in a while. I remember when I was younger, and you remember how like horribly bullied it got. Like people like
Yeah.
spit in my food and like literally like put post-it notes, like targeting me.
Yeah.
And like the one dad who called me a stripper, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
There were times like when I told you it, and you were like, "That's horrible." As I was like, "Was it really that bad?" Like I was
Yes.
like, "There's no way." Like really? Was it really that bad? If that's that bad, then was it really that bad? Like, I had that
Yeah.
feeling for the first time. That was like, yeah, those are actual quotes.
Yeah, you get to feel your way. You don't get to have that invalidated, Camden. You don't need to invalidate your feelings. If you're feeling uncomfortable, try to,
Live and learn.
yeah, figure it out. But now you just gotta maybe vet people a little bit better.
You're never going to see these people again when you get older.
I mean, when you get older, yeah.
Trust me, like, I don't know anybody from high school.
No, I don't. I realized that when looking through my things. I'm like, wondering what these people are doing, but...
kind of talk on Facebook, but it's just not, it's not the same. Like, it doesn't matter what they think of you.
I do wish, though, because I was going through my stuff, like I said, and I found old letters from my high school best friend, and they were great, letters, and it's, I miss you, and, talk about all the fun times and the inside jokes and the crazy things we did. I wish Camden had that person.
Yeah.
They're out there. Here in Las Vegas, I wish you had that
There are
person.
people that don't suck. It's just
There
hard to find
absolutely
them.
are.
It's just hard to
There
find.
are people, and I'm so saddened that your generation these girls were more judgmental. I thought your generation was going to be non-judgy. I thought your generation was going
too. That's why I was
less towards
so
materialistic
shocked.
things.
I was so shocked.
Like, I remember when I was in whatever, it was Tiffany necklaces and Kate Spade bags, and if you didn't have these things. But I didn't think your generation was like that. And I am really saddened that these girls were this way. That they have internalized something, either, I don't know what, either they have some self-hate or something else.
Well, it's a teenager thing, too.
It's
Teenagers
not just a
need
teenager
to
thing.
impress one another. I promise you, if it was just one of those girls and you having a sleepover, they would have been way nicer. They wouldn't have, like...
I don't know, but...
They literally ganged up on you.
I don't know about the
but
other one.
Camden, never again.
Never again.
Never again. You need to vet people, because it's unfortunate. That should have been a fun experience. Your first hangout, really, since the start of COVID, and it went terribly bad. And it was miserable for you, and I am sorry you went through that. No one deserves to go through that, and those parents should be ashamed that their kids went to someone's house and treated people like that. If you went to someone's house and I heard of you behaving that way, I would be mortified, and you would be in gigantic
I like
trouble.
Allison.
I mean, it'd be...
Yeah, we love Allison.
I'm sad Allison had to move.
Yeah.
You need to find another Allison.
Gabe.
Yes,
Gabe's a great friend.
Yes, Gabe is a good friend.
Gabe.
He also doesn't go to your school.
Yeah.
He doesn't?
No. So, no. So you'll find someone, or you don't need to, because you're almost done with high school, and you'll find people after high school. But just try to be a good judge of character. And other people...
Really?
I don't know why other people have gotten this judgment of you based on something, based on about how you look, or how you carry yourself, or your social media. I don't know.
People are very judgmental.
I don't know.
I don't know. The thing is, even on social media, I'm very open.
Yes.
I'm very open.
Yes.
Like, I am not rich. Like,
People just don't believe it.
I don't know. I'm like...
You're pretty well off for a girl your age.
I mean, you personally have more money than
yeah.
other people your
I
age,
mean,
but
like-
we are not wealthy.
And what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, you're not working it in and out.
But this house is, and the stuff in it is not Camden's. This is ours.
Yeah, but they literally assume because of my style. Like,
Yeah.
my clothing style. Honestly, I don't even know anymore. I don't know if those types of people are people I want to be friends with.
Those people are not people you want to be friends with.
The people who are like, oh, they wear crop tops and jeans. Yikes, they're probably a stuck-up mean girl.
Guess what? A crop top is $5. Jeans are $20. Do these people not realize you shop at Target? I don't understand.
I've said it
Target
plenty
and
of
Forever
times. They're
21
like, where do you get your clothes? I'm like, Target.
Yeah.
Mostly Target.
How sad. How sad.
And they're like, no, but like, where else? Like, it's so nice. I'm like, Forever 21, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's
Target.
jealous of your wardrobe.
I know, but it's not
Like, your
anything-
wardrobe is like, everybody's like, oh, she's always just...
It's
But the
not
thing
that
is,
hard.
We have never purchased anything not from like just a regular store or on deeply on sale. Like Camden has things that she's bought on sale from, Saks off Fifth or Nordstrom Rack or things like that are brand name, but they're always on sale.
Oh, there's Nordstrom Rack.
Oh, yeah,
Not
yeah.
Nordstrom.
Like things
There's no
like
point
that.
in buying it full price.
I know, we always buy
Yeah.
things on sale. And Urban Outfitters, the stuff from Urban Outfitters, we always buy on sale. Ever. We've never bought anything full price from Urban Outfitters. I would never. But the fact that these people can be so judgmental is just sad.
In fact, the alt style stuff is usually worth more.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
I just feel like these girls were out to get you.
Ah.
It was unfortunate.
Also, one of them apologized to me. The other one doesn't even know. One of them apologized to me, the one I was closer to. It seemed extremely...
Only after you called her out and said how she made you feel.
Like, I know her enough. And, like, you know, if she seemed comfortable with me and whatever, it would have been like, man, I'm sorry, like, whatever, like, I can't believe I did that. Or, you know, I would never. Though. But, like, and then, oh, well, she was, like, joking, but, it seemed extremely artificial.
It's very artificial.
It was like,
I would have kept pushing if I was you.
For my actions that I had as a guest at your... That's not how a friend talks to you. That's how someone who was forced to apologize to you at school talks to you.
Yeah.
And I've been that person who was...
Should have never happened in the first place.
Too little, too late.
It's fine.
I get it. I've been that person who has had people forced to apologize to them. And that's what it felt like.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Cam. I'm so sorry you went through that. Let's hear about some other people's horrible experiences.
Riley says they complained about the amount of food without trying it.
Oh,
that didn't say thank you.
I hate that.
Even though it was awesome. So it's basically you spend cooking all day.
Thing. Yeah.
You know, and then the person like complains.
I feel like we've had that
either
type
the
of
food
thing.
or the amount of food or whatever. Puts ranch all over it. You know, something. I'm getting an evil look.
Yeah, someone puts a whole bunch of ranch on your food without even trying it.
I like ranch.
This might have been like a oops one. It said, finish the milk, which was meant for the toddler.
Well, so if they had food in there that you won't know until you have a little kid. You got to have your milk for your kid. That's basically all they drink between the ages of whatever, 1 and 2.
Like, I don't know if they were talking about like a formula kind of milk or if they were talking about like...
They probably drank their whole milk that was for the kid. Chugged all their milk in the fridge. Poor things. I imagine a lot of it has to do with leaving messes and being ungrateful about food, complaining about Christmas presents and presents you get people. I could see that being a thing. There's been a few times that's probably happened. I don't know. What else you got? We did have, times where people were like,
that's about it.
That's about it? That's what we got? Well, it's something.
I posted a little bit later than she did.
The Halloween party?
The girl who brought that girl over that I did not know.
Oh, yeah. So Camdyn threw a Halloween party in 7th grade, and someone randomly showed up with some random person to a party. I feel like that's happened. Someone just shows up. Yeah,
I think it was someone I kind of disliked,
yeah,
too.
Someone
like,
that
they were part of the main popular group.
Yeah, you didn't invite.
I don't remember that.
They were part, like, it wasn't just someone who seemed like a nice whatever. It was like someone who was part of the main popular group.
But didn't they come and then also do something? Because for some reason feel like I had to smack down a little bit. They were doing something.
They did the Ouija board.
They were prank calling people.
They were prank calling
That's what they were doing. They were doing, like, prank calls to businesses and people while they were there, and I overheard it. Or you told me about it, and I went in and said, no, you're not allowed to do this. I'll call your parents. You know what I mean? I went to, yelled at.
It's trashy to prank call.
There was one other time I had to yell at a kid at a party here where they got up on the sidewall and, like, we're basically hanging between our wall and the neighbors and, dropping, like, food over there. And I had to basically yell about respect. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably that mom now. But whatever. I mean, kids got to learn how to respect, right?
They do.
Yeah.
You're basically making our reputation with our neighbors bad because you're,
I don't know. I feel like I never had to, like, learn basic respect like that.
I know. I mean, I don't know. We're just...
Like, I feel like I was always the person being disrespected in, like, elementary school. All the way from then.
I mean, but the thing is about doing it in someone's house, when you go to someone's house, you respect what they do in their house. If they ask you to take off your shoes, you take off your shoes.
Yeah.
You make sure you kind of clean up after yourself. And you do these normal things that people do when they're at someone's house. It's just how you do it, right? Like, that hasn't fallen by the wayside, has it?
It should be a given.
It should be a given. I can't judge just Camdyn's generation because the guy that came here and treated us like crap was probably almost 50, right?
Yeah.
Or in his 40s. So it's the person, it's not the generation. But I was truly hoping that this younger generation would be less judgmental.
I really thought. I don't know.
So Camdyn, You're going back to school in less than a week. How are you feeling now? I don't want you to be totally discouraged from that experience, but how are you feeling kind of about everything?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like that experience, I hate being like, it was good to have. I learned from it. But, like, I mean, I'm genuinely realizing I'm a bad judge of character. Like, I cannot tell people are assholes unless they are blatant assholes.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot.
But even then, you kind of can think, oh, you're joking. Like, even then, sometimes Camden doesn't get the joking.
It's different.
Or doesn't get that it's real.
I am a very sarcastic person. I have relationships that are mostly just joking around.
Yeah, but is it
Like,
joking at the
like,
expense of someone's looks or someone's things they own or someone's family or someone's whatever? I don't think so, right? Sarcasm is one thing.
And it was never that.
And we have sarcasm within each other, and we've been married for a long time, but it's not at the expense of something, you know.
No.
And it's also different when it's, you do know them for a long time. You know exactly what the other person, you know, is expecting or what you can touch the other person on and other stuff like that, you know. I don't know. So you think it was a good experience because you're not going to be so naive?
It's not just that I have to, it's actually not that I have to keep my guard up. I don't believe that. I don't believe that I have to, like, keep my guard up and be like, ooh, these people have to be nice to me before I can trust them. I think I'm also going to look at the girls who are known at my school for being, like, stuck up B-words, and I'm going to be like, maybe they're not.
Yeah.
Because I'm known as that.
Well, and you're hearing things from
and
people.
I met one of them.
You're hearing
I
things.
met one of the people who are known as being a stuck-up
But you're
rich
hearing that people
person.
are stuck up biatches from
Also,
the people that then tore you down.
I'm hearing from these people, from, like, the alt kind of people who I usually get along with, who tore me down. Like,
Yeah.
I always thought, like, the alt kind of people were safe.
Well, because you
And
do
because
a lot.
they
You do
hate
the
on the
theater
mean girls
stuff.
and
You
whatever.
like
Yeah.
anime and you like video games and, you know, you're part of the LGBTQ plus community and you identify with these people, but they don't fully accept you because they see you as a girly girl or as a richie girl or a girl with a goody goody, or you know what I mean? Like, so then they don't fully accept you because you don't whatever, something with them. I feel like that's part
weird.
of it.
I feel like that's also judgmental, though.
It
I
is
feel like
judgmental.
judging someone just because their favorite color is pink,
Yeah.
they don't wear, like, black a lot. Like, people have been like, your wardrobe's so colorful. I'm like,
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I feel it seems really hard to navigate it all because you are going to get judged either way. It's unfortunate, and you're the nicest person I know. It just makes me sad for you. I'm hoping this year is good. I'm hoping that your school district can keep this stuff under control. You have a good schedule. Camden got her schedule. Did you see her schedule?
I have not.
So what you taking this next year?
I do have a good schedule. I got into comm.
So Camden's going to be taking a college credit course.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be taking comm.
Communication 101, which I took my freshman year of college at a different college. But yeah, that's a good class to take.
Communication.
I think it will help you. It's something that...
I didn't know what communication is.
Yeah, communications.
No.
I mean, it's basically just any type of
Talking.
communications, but it's something, if they do, if it's like a jump start class or a running start class, if they teach it like a college class, it'll be great for you because they give you more freedom, more interpretation, more, you know, instead of just having rigid expectation, you get more free form expectation.
What I like, especially in a class like that. I think it's perfect
Because
I don't follow a normal debate class rule. Like, if I don't want to argue a certain topic or whatever, I won't. Like, I will be me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in my English class, my English teacher, this is last year, my English teacher really liked me. And I think it's because I look at school in a different perspective. Since I don't necessarily think I want to go to, like, college or spend a bunch of my life
For a
doing
typical
that.
college, yeah.
Like a typical college career. and spend my life doing school. I don't look at school as I need great grades and whatever. I look at it as like, what can I learn from this?
Yeah.
Like, I look at the communications part of it. I learn public speaking. I learn how to write better and put my thoughts together. I learn how to pay attention better. I learn how to communicate with people better.
That's very important.
That's what I learned. And, like, every time, because I remember, like, my teacher, like, we'll do a poetry unit. And I don't know, he must have been, like, a communications kind of teacher, because it was always, like, we did group poetry. And then it's like, what'd you learn from this? And people were like, this poem had this in it. Symbolism and whatever. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was cool that we got to see each other's point of views and stuff. And he was like, yes, Camdyn.
Camdyn.
That's it.
Well, learning to know, I mean, in the outside world, learning to read people and know what they want to hear or need to hear from you in that type of setting, in a professional setting, like a lot of works and a lot of jobs are that. I will
admit, I'm good at BSing.
That's what your dad is good at too, you know, kind of good at that type of BSing or getting people to like what he says, even if he says it in a roundabout way.
Watch,
you're good at
I'm
that.
Gonna be on like The Bachelorette someday and be like, she said she was good at BSing. She's fake.
Oh man, speaking of The Bachelorette, you guys gotta listen to our last podcast and tell us where you're at. I'm starting to feel like maybe I don't know.
We had different views.
We had different views. I talked to Grace. She definitely had a different perspective than me.
Really? Did she have ours, kind of?
Yeah, the more
who knows? We might be more Grippo girls.
I don't know.
You seem like a big Grippo girl.
I was a big Grippo girl, but I didn't like how he handled the fight.
You also seem like someone who would turn on someone no matter what.
Well, no, I just would hate that if someone talked to you the way he talked to her, but maybe that was just me coming out. But anyways, if you watch The Bachelor, you have to listen to our last podcast, and next week is our finale of our Bachelor podcast. Plug.
Oh, no.
Plug
for the Bachelor podcast.
Bachelor-ish.
On my birthday, on the first day of school, Bachelorette finale.
You do that on your birthday.
We got to. You got to do it. You got to
You're going to have to move on to F-Boy Island or whatever.
Yeah, we're going to have to go on to something else. Or maybe take a little break, because my whole... I was actually kind of sad. And I felt like, and I normally take myself as a good judge of character, I felt after the last episode of The Bachelor, I felt kind of heartbroken. Like, wait, what? How can someone be so good and then be so not?
Who are you talking
Greg,
about?
I'm saying. Because I didn't like how he came off in that.
I don't know.
But Camdyn was just fine with it, so who knows? Wayne, what's new with you?
Listen to the new episode.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be an a-hole.
That's like my quote. People are like, well, you have any advice? And I'm like, don't be an asshole.
I mean, just don't.
It's really the easiest thing in the world to just be a nice person. Don't belittle anybody or cut somebody down. You never know what anybody's going through mentally. You know?
I know that, but I'm not going to give like that grace to these bullies of Camdyn's, because some people say you don't know what they're going through at home. You don't know what triggered them.
No. I mean, you don't know
why they're
what
this
other people
way.
are going
I get
through.
that, but like, yeah,
No.
I'm not going to give bullies or racists or whatever grace for these types of things.
Of course not.
Some people call for that type of stuff. That's not it for me. I'm perfectly fine being mean to you if you're a bully or a racist.
I'm saying don't bully people.
Yes.
Because you don't know what they're going through.
Yes, no.
I'm not saying feel sorry for the bully because you don't know what they're going through.
Well, some people turn that around.
I've heard that before,
because you don't know what they're going through. Don't bully anyone.
Don't bully people.
I'm not necessarily going through something.
Judge
I'm
people.
like,
be an asshole.
If you like to have a lot of stuff, that's you. And you like to have a lot of stuff. If someone doesn't like to have a lot of stuff, or they don't have name brand stuff, or they don't have the fanciest stuff, then that's also their choice, right?
It's very annoying because I get judged for
Of course.
both.
Yeah,
I think it's nice to have name brand things. Like, I like Camdyn.
Yes.
And, like, it's not even, like, it's a popular name brand that lots of people do have.
Yes.
It's not, like, the most expensive, but, like...
Yeah, so Camdyn can get judged for having a Kanken backpack and Nikes, but then get judged for having an ottoman from Target and cabinets from IKEA. It's such a thing. You will not win with these types of people, Camdyn.
People always going to judge you.
You get judged for Camdyn spends her own money. She buys an Oculus, and she gets judged for that. And then
all I want you to do from now on is say, shut the hell up.
Yes.
Right away. Like, as soon as anybody starts irking you in any way, there's no reason for you to be in uncomfortable situations like your mom said.
I go, Camdyn.
I put myself in too many uncomfortable situations.
And Camdyn, if you were the third party in this situation and you were invited to someone's house and the other girl that was with you started tearing down that person and commenting on stuff. You would have said stop. You're being rude. What the
Yeah.
hell? So you can also say this in their situation. You're allowed to call people out for being a-holes.
Yeah.
You are 100% allowed to do that. Because if you don't call out a-holes, they will continue to be a-holes forever.
I mean, well, that's the thing. Oh, you're saying in general, not
I'm
just
just
to me.
saying in general. If someone says something, that's crappy, or they litter and you don't call them out, or they're just crappy people, then they will continue to do these things because they know the other people around them are too meek to say something to them. That's why we have such vocal, crazy people in this country, because they have been allowed to say these things without pushback. Hey, Wayne, do you have any jokes to end this on so we can end on a lighter note?
Okay,
on the
we'll
spot.
end with a joke.
We'll end with a joke and
Put a little bit of
tease for the
this
next
isn't
week.
really, this is a joke.
Okay.
And I saw this on Dad Says Joke, so it's actually not just a joke. It kind of, it's like the way it is as well.
Okay.
Tablets were replaced by scrolls. Scrolls were replaced by books. But now we scroll through books on tablets.
Yeah, that's deep.
Whoa.
You know what I found myself doing when I was going through my old stuff? I came across old pictures. I tried to zoom in. Have you ever done that?
I do that on magazines.
Seen that.
Have you done that?
You're like looking
on
at a magazine, you try zooming in,
Oh my
and
god!
you look
I feel
around,
like
make
an
sure nobody
idiot.
saw that.
I'm looking at a picture. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to zoom in because I had a really cool one in my high school room and all the stuff on my walls in my college
The
room. I'm
Pikachu
trying to zoom
thing.
in and zoom in on the stuff on my walls. What an idiot!
I've done it.
Yeah, trying to
done
zoom in on a picture, trying to pinch and zoom. Has anyone done that? Someone please save me. Tell me they have.
do.
You've done that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen also like threads about that.
Everyone just does it.
Everyone does that. Everyone has done that.
It's a normal thing. It's just,
Okay.
It's a
I felt
don't
like
feel
an idiot
bad.
doing it. I think I was at least alone in the room.
Like if you're just unconsciously looking at stuff, you're like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, that don't work.
All right, guys.
Hey, Cam.
Oh.
Knock, knock.
Who's that?
Amish.
Amish who?
You don't look like a shoe.
I'll miss you. I thought it was going to be like, I'll miss you.
I'll miss
Why
you.
you miss me? I'm right here.
Amish shoe.
So guess what?
What?
By the next podcast, by the next time you hear me, guys, you will be hearing a 40-year-old voice.
What?
Do you guys think I'll sound
They're
my
already
sound
hearing
better?
a 40-year-old voice.
No, but like my voice.
Yeah,
Not
so
yours,
two
no one cares.
40-year-old voices.
Two 40-year-old.
No one could.
We'll be
Who
getting
thinks
close
on the
to
podcast? I
100
want you to
years worth of
message me. Who
experience.
thinks that Alice needs her own talk show? Like she reminds me of straight up, especially at the beginning when you guys were like interviewing each other, basically, or when you're interviewing her, like talk show host. Just too good at this.
Aww.
So I'm very lucky to have her in my life and
I
the
do
star
enjoy
of the
doing this.
podcast.
Aw, babe.
And we're gonna do some
You're trying to
Patreon
butter
thing
me out
soon,
because I'm going to be 40 soon. and-
which involves a face reveal at 500 Patreon
Oh,
subscribers.
that's right. Okay, Patreon. By my birthday, Patreon gets set up. What did you just say, Wayne?
500 Patreon subscribers
500
Alice
Patreon subscribers.
is going to do a face reveal
I will
and be in
only
videos.
to Patreon. Only to Patreon.
on Patreon. You have
Only
to be a Patreon subscriber to see these videos
Yes.
and to see her.
Only on Patreon.
Um,
Maybe we will have, if we get 500 subscribers on Patreon, the video version of the podcast will be on Patreon.
Yeah, and we'll start doing
Patreon
video
only.
podcasts. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited for it.
But
And-
Patreon only, and Patreons have to sign like a non-disclosure that they're not going to record or take any of the pictures from Patreon and share them on the internet.
Yeah.
Until Camden gets 100,000 on the internet, then we can do it.
and that's coming soon,
Yeah, by my birthday. And
which is like 5 days, 6 days,
I know I'm gonna be
6
cool.
days. Oldie moldy.
I feel I'm really are having crisis because I've said in my mind, and I probably said it out loud, I am really going to have my shit together by the time I'm 40. I've said it to myself numerous times. I've said it over and over again. It's just not happening, guys. It's not happening for me. Magically in this
Magically
next
on the
week,
9th.
maybe I'll win. Is Nevada still giving away the vaccine lottery? Maybe I'll get that. Maybe I'll get that. Right now, I'm just focusing, getting back on my schedule. The one thing I've accomplished now that I'm almost 40 is literally just showering. That's it. That's all I have. My claim to fame.
Yay!
It's great.
That's 2 days more than me, baby. 2 days more than me.
2 things where I've done something. But our claim to fame, babe. You're 40. I'm almost 40. Camden is our claim to fame.
Yeah.
I'm getting sentimental about it. And she's our claim to fame. And when she graduates high school, we're still going to be young-ish.
Ooh.
Right? Ish. Keeping with the podcast, we're going to be young-ish.
Ish.
We're going to be like 42. That's kind of young. People still kind of can be cool at 42, right, Cam?
Yeah.
Right, Cam?
Yeah.
Say it. Please make me
Right,
You're an
Cam?
actress. You're in drama. Yes, come on, tell me I'm cool. I'm a cool mom. Not like the other moms. I'm a cool mom.
You like are a cool mom.
Oh. I'm gonna cry.
I was
She
like,
knows
no,
how
I
to get
didn't
me.
expect you to actually. Like, it's true though.
Oh,
Like,
babe.
you guys are not like other parents. I think I
I-
can confidently say that.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I would have just preferred to hang out with you Saturday nights and having your friends over. We could have done something, but
Eh.
we'll start up with our watching Love Island again. That's what we're gonna have to
Yeah.
do. When you come home from school, we'll be eating lunch, watching Love Island again. That was our old
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Once we finish Love Island, we'll go to like Drag Race.
Ah!
Start up those again.
Are there any new ones?
Yeah, there are some new Drag Race seasons that we haven't watched.
Ooh.
All right, everyone. If you listen to this, make sure you message Wayne. If you've made it this far, message Wayne for a shout out in his story. But also, message Wayne what has been your favorite moment from the podcast, or what's your favorite thing about the podcast so far, because we're having our episode 20 extravaganza
Yes,
next
and
week.
also let me know if you miss this. Famous.
Famous. Okay, season 2. Do we come back with that better than ever? Do we come back with
We
that?
come up with the tune.
Where do you get auto tune
Okay.
from? Is that a computer thing?
Man, if we have video next time, like maybe for the famous-ish, you know, like on like I don't know, like the end of the Simpsons or Family or something, they're always doing like a little like canes and top hats and dancing around or something, you know, to
Two and
the
a Half
thing.
Men.
Yeah, we're gonna have one of those. So think about it. If you made it this far, please message Wayne. Give us a little shout out to read in the next podcast, or Wayne will put on your story, and we'll read all the shout outs in the next podcast, or anyone who has any words of encouragement or advice or birthday wishes. I'll take a birthday wish a day late.
Yeah, maybe we should make a wish list.
Make a wish list.
You need to make a wish list. I'll put it on my Instagram.
Oh, wow. Babe, I don't even tell you my wish list.
I know. What the hell?
You're like, this is just a ploy to get a birthday list.
I still don't know what to do.
I don't want anything.
Yeah, that's a trap.
It's not. You know it's Camdyn.
That is
knows
a
it's
trap.
not. It's not.
Camdyn
my
knows it's not a trap.
girlfriend,
Don't
any
even
woman says,
pretend
I don't
I'm that
want
person.
anything.
Don't
You know what we
pretend
can do?
I'm that person. I don't want to be represented like that.
But with
can
her,
just-
it's really, it's actually
No,
true,
yeah,
because
it's
she just
true.
dips into my PayPal account
Yeah,
anytime
that's
she
what
wants
I'm
anything
We can try
anyway.
to learn how to clean properly.
That's right. That would be
We
good.
can try to learn how to cook properly. I say
Yep.
properly.
I can cook.
Properly.
Can you though? I'm gonna get Wayne on Worst Cooks in America.
That's what I want to
Very
do.
much
One of our
cooking.
things, maybe Patreon, but also YouTube in general, is cooking with Wayne and Cam.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll like cook. I'm talking like some real blue ribbon chicken, like some real meals. Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
In this house, bye house.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's not. We're not gonna burn the house down, but our food might not be edible.
when you made hamburger helper,
We might not have
it was
edible
a little
dinner,
bit of a
It
disaster.
might
but we're
not
not
be
gonna burn the
edible.
house down.
I would
might
love
not
to
be
see it,
edible.
babe. I would.
But
love
that would
to
be
see
a
it.
great. I think that I want to do that. I'm gonna do that.
Talking about the girl that's burned cookies. And
We're gonna do cooking with Wayne and
microwave.
Cam. That's gonna be our YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to
And
YouTube
put
now.
honey and
Wayne
ramen.
Butler.
Yeah, get on the YouTube thing.
We hit 1,000 subscribers,
Hey yo,
so we need
guys,
99,000 to go.
everyone,
So I can get my
binge
plaque.
listen or binge watch the podcast. Put them on in the background. You can even mute it.
Yeah.
Just put them on, because the next step is playtime. That's what you guys need, is playtime to get monetized. So
Yeah, I got to add some podcasts myself to YouTube.
yeah, get some podcasts on there, binge them.
Yeah.
But cooking with Wayne and Cam.
I mean, we have so many ideas.
We're
We
gonna start
just
out
are
with something
the
simple like pizza.
Laziest humans.
We're
on the
gonna
planet.
end up with like filet mignon and risotto.
risotto.
Watch us actually learn how to be like 5-star cooks.
I want to find like some
Watch.
real hard restaurant things. That'd be fun if
Watch
it's like
us-
real
It is-
like.
Yeah, but
Just
think that's also
following
expensive.
Directions. It is expensive.
No, like
Yeah,
if
it's
you
literally
want,
just following
like,
directions.
crazy, like good fish
I'm
stuff,
still
like
not
that's
good at it.
expensive.
Salmon.
That's expensive.
Yeah,
not-
but you can
it's
always
not
find
expensive.
hacks. You can do stuff, and if you do it every once in a while, it's not that
Well,
big
I'm
a
talking
deal.
about like
Junk food is more expensive. Trust me.
The rest of the week, you just eat eggs. They're very
No, I'm
cheap.
talking
We're not getting
about,
black
like-
truffle mushrooms, or
No,
we're not
that's
getting
what
caviar.
I'm talking about. That's what I mean.
Yeah, no.
You're talking about fancy.
We're not gonna get
things.
$5,000 mushrooms
we
for our
barely
YouTube.
spend any money on food.
Once
I mean,
we get to
we're very,
Mr. Beast
you know,
level, we'll get black truffles.
We eat rotisserie chicken from Costco.
Mr.
Eggs,
Beast.
and
Black
Diet Pepsi.
truffle time.
Yeah, now we're ready.
Shaving 1 million worth of black truffles into my bathtub and taking a bath.
Oh my god.
I mean, how absurd.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate him.
I mean, I don't
He's
hate
not
him.
Swimming in
He's
fourth.
doing his
necessarily a
thing,
bad
but
person.
man, that is an insane
It's-
show of wealth.
Swimming in $10,000 caviar.
I mean, yeah.
We'll fill a kiddie pool with it.
I just can't. I couldn't bring myself to it. I just
Neither
couldn't.
could I, because I'd rather give that money to charity.
That's a waste.
Not
I
charity,
mean,
but
I'd
like
rather
an actual cause.
just-
I think he
I-
does donate.
He does donate to
Oh
charity.
no, I'm not talking about Mr. Beast
But-
at all. He's a great person. I'm just saying, you know,
I don't
if
know
we were
enough
at
about
that
him.
level,
He's a great person, but
Who
he's
do
also
caviar?
an evil person.
he gives a lot. He has a lot of money, but he gives a lot.
Like, for his own entertainment.
He's
Did
not,
you-
he
did you
doesn't
see
always film
that?
it. He doesn't always
no.
film it.
But did you see that thing that was like giving $1 million to whoever can keep their hand on $1 million the longest?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
And
does
people
crazy
were
stuff.
there for days. That's
is another
human
thing.
emotional.
Mr. Beast,
Okay,
if you're
this is
listening, we
another
need a
thing.
car.
I mean, we do need a car, and you know, I guess if we call him out, maybe he'll put us on his thing, and we'll get interviewed. But
Well, it's like,
Do you-
interview us, please.
this is
We
a
hate
whole
you.
different story where famous people, famous YouTubers, famous YouTube crews get their crews to basically do things that are crazy or, you know, mentally abusive, physically abusive, sexually abusive. They've had these stories come
Yeah.
out about these people, and they do them because the person holds the power. They hold their future and their opportunity in their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're made to feel like they need to do these things to stay, you know,
Well, that's how some people got
or
canceled
they will
lately.
get ruined. Or
like
they will get ruined.
the David Dobrik people.
Yeah,
on
there's
this.
So-
lots of them.
Oh, we're spiraling. We were supposed to wrap up, weren't we?
Yeah, we're wrapping up. We're
Yeah,
ending on a good
bye.
note. I'm almost 40. Send me birthday wishes. Tell me good things about the podcast. And
Ramble-ish.
Ramble-ish.
We're changing
I
it
got
to
another
Ramble-ish.
idea for another one, babe. If we want to do 2 a week, I got another idea. But we got to do it. I can't say it out loud. Maybe it's already a name. But we'll do it later.
Why'd you even say it then?
Because I'll tell you later. I got to do raise eyebrows. Wink, wink.
Check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. Cam,
Days of
I
confused,
love you.
Cam.
I'm sad you went through some sad stuff, but power girl, you got to do this.
Power
Next
girl.
time, stand up for yourself.
I want
Yeah.
to thank
Or
everybody
come and get
that's
your mom,
listening.
and she'll stand up for you.
I want to thank everybody that's listening. I
That's
want to
what
thank
I
you so much
do.
for listening.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why you listen, but thank you.
I mean,
There's like 100 and whatever, you know, and then there's like 62 like real listeners. And you are the goat.
and
All 62
I
of
do.
you.
I welcome those 62 listeners into our home. I know they don't judge us.
Yeah.
They accept us
They can.
for us.
Yeah.
Grammatical errors, my slight lisp.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
the pauses, the
She always
sound
talks about this
issues.
list, but I've really never heard it.
You don't. You love me. When I took Camdyn to like the doctor when she was or I was at one of her elementary school teachers conferences, she was talking about Camdyn having a speech impediment. Like
I remember
she said
that,
something
yeah.
to you, and I was like, "What
She
are you
did
talking
not.
about?"
Yeah, I know.
She was telling me you had a lisp and a speech
Yeah.
impediment. And I didn't hear it, so then maybe
I think sometimes I have
exactly. I guess you just have it on the same level as me, and I was offended on your behalf. Like, wait, what? Anyways, we gotta stop this one.
Yeah,
Wayne is telling us to wrap up. Bye,
yeah,
guys. Love ya.
bye.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.